What's going on, y'all? It's Elijah Locks, and today we got another prize picks video for you guys. In today's video, we're going to give you guys 3 NBA player props I'd love on the board for this Sunday, May 4th NBA slate. I know I haven't been uploading recently, just been trying to lock in on finals and whatnot for the college I go to and all that stuff. If you guys don't know, I'm in college as well, so just been locking in on those, but got all those out of the way, should be set, and we're going to be giving you guys content for the rest of the playoffs. So sorry about that, but we are back giving you guys 3 players I like on the board, a nice little player of the day, along with 2 other players that you guys could run. Pretty nice slate. Got Indiana Pacers versus Cleveland Cavs game 1. That one should be a very good game, nice high scoring one in my opinion. Both these guys just like to play fast pace, so again, that should be a lot of opportunities for whole prize picks overs and all that good stuff, PRA, fantasy score, everything. So should be a good one right there. And then we got the game 7 Golden State Warriors versus Houston Rockets. That one should be another good game. Again, winner go home situation. All these guys should be playing their hardest and performing at their best levels. So got these players. Before we get into this, make sure to drop a like and subscribe with those post notifications turned on. Really help me out. Gonna be grinding all season. Again, sorry about that break I took recently. Just had to lock in on some personal stuff with school and all that good stuff. So we're going to be back, though, uploading consistently. So if you guys please drop a like and subscribe. It would really mean the world to me. And if you guys haven't joined already, we got a free Discord. I know I haven't been uploading in there as well either, but we're going to be uploading in there a lot more now. So if you guys would like to join for Discord, link will be down below in the description of this video. And with that being said, we're going to go to operate the props I love on the board for this Sunday slate. As you guys can see, Pacers versus Cavs. The over and under for this game is 230. Should be a pretty good one within 10 points. -8 in favor of Cleveland. Indiana Pacers been looking pretty hot recently, though. Just went on a crazy run against the Bucks. So again, I believe they should be able to keep up with this #1 team in the Eastern Conference with the Cavs. So it should be a nice one. Their previous matchups that they've had 4 out of 4 this season have all been pretty solid as well. So nice little game to look forward, and series as well in general. And then Golden State Warriors versus Houston Rockets. These guys have been back and forth all series. Obviously, Golden State just blew that 3-1 lead. They're over there in Houston, so this should be a good one down there. -2.5 in favor of them. But our player of the day in today's video is going to be from Cavs. Jerome over his first half fantasy score, 11.5. If you guys are on different apps and whatnot, I'll just take like his PRA or something. Either way, I feel like this one's just a good line. But the first half fantasy score, majority of his minutes are definitely coming from the first quarter alone. He typically plays like 20 minutes on average. Like last game, for example, he played a total of 20 minutes. Obviously, it was a blowout, saw 15 in the first half alone. But every single game in this Miami Heat series, he's just been putting up crazy numbers. And this team against the Indiana Pacers, who typically likes to play small ball, I feel like Ty Jerome is just the perfect fit coming off the bench and all that stuff. So first half, he's been averaging almost 10 minutes a game on average in the last 4 games so far this playoffs. They swept the Miami Heat, as you guys already know, 10.9, 11.4, and then 14.8. So every single game, this dude's minutes have been just going up and increasingly, pretty consistently as well. So I believe as long as he gets that 13 plus minute mark, we should definitely be seeing 12 fantasy score from this guy. He's been taking a lot of shot attempts. He's been doing this thing offensively. We don't got the little insights right here, but Ty Jerome has exceeded this first half fantasy score in 10 of his last 11 games, averaging 16.6 first half fantasy score. So again, out of 11 games, you're averaging almost 17, and your line is only at 11. That's 6 over that you're averaging. I feel like this one's a no-brainer. I believe you should have a good time. And if we look at Indiana Pacers, this doesn't really do us justice right here because it's fantasy score and doesn't have like all of them. But this dude actually has a very good resume against these guys. His last head-to-head, he saw 17 minutes. This was during the regular season. It was at the end of the season as well. He saw 24 fantasy score, and I believe he's been playing a lot better and just taking like more shots consistently. Darius Garland, he's a game-time decision, so even if he does play, Ty Jerome's still going to get his minutes. But if he doesn't, we should definitely be seeing an increase in that volume, which we saw 15 minutes out of him last game. Which would just really raise the ceiling higher on this play. But overall, in general, he plays or not, this dude's been taking so much volume. He's been seeing rebounds, he's been seeing assists, and he's definitely going to be putting up his shots at least 5+ in the first half alone. So 11.5 that he needs to cover. This one should be a no-brainer, and I'm going to be rocking with this one as our player of the day in today's video. So if you guys would take anything, I would always recommend those ones. Ty Jerome over that 11.5 first half fantasy score right there. That's our player of the day. Second player in today's video on the other side of the ball of this matchup for the Indiana Pacers. We're looking at Obi Toppin over his points and rebounds line at 9.5. I feel like this one's a good one. He has a great resume against the Cavs. His last 7 head-to-heads he's gone over against these guys in 7 straight games. So again, during the regular season, his line was typically like 9.5 points alone. Obviously, he's seen like a slight decrease in his minutes with again, that's probably why his points and rebounds are combined at 9.5. But during the regular season, throughout the whole NBA season, his points line again was all just at 9.5 alone. So with that little extra volume right there on the rebounds aspect that he's been seeing in the playoffs. Against a team like the Cavs, I feel like this one should be a good one, especially he's like one of the bigger guys on the Indiana Pacers coming off the bench to match his size. They should definitely utilize that, and he could go in there and grab boards. If we look at them against the opposing power forward position, they're ranked 19th in points allowed, around almost 24 points a game, and ranked third last in the whole NBA in rebounds allowed, around 11 a game. So if we look at all these other positions, they're very solid, but their weak spot is definitely that small forward and power forward position, which Obi Toppin does play offensively and defensively, especially getting those rebounds. So I feel like this one's a good one. The resume speaks for itself against these guys defensively. So far this season alone, he went 4 out of 4, well over every single time. And with that being said, they're dead last in his areas, so and the worst rating defensively against his position. So should be a pretty good one. His last 7 games, 10 games, whatever you guys want to call it, so far in the playoffs against Milwaukee, he went over in 4 out of 5, or 3 out of 4 in this series right here, or 5. I forget, Milwaukee won one. But out of the series, he went over 3 out of 5. Last 4 games, he's gone over 3 out of 4. This game was, they played a lot of their starters and whatnot. But this line, again, this is a matchup where I believe they're going to utilize him a lot more. They couldn't really, they didn't want to match the size and whatnot in the Milwaukee game, as they were playing a little lower outside of Giannis. But Obi Toppin, he's exceeded 9.5 points rebounds in 16 of his last 19 games, averaging almost 14 rebounds and points a game on average. And then if we look at the last games, Cleveland Cavaliers have gone against opposing power forwards. Nikola Jovic on the Miami Heat, he went over in a lot of the games right here, especially the last one. So again, I feel like this one should just be a good one. The resume speaks for itself. He's been doing his thing recently, and in the playoffs so far, he's been seeing a decent amount of minutes, 21, 16, 14, 11, and been taking a lot of shot attempts for his line only being at 10 that he needs to cover, 4, 9, 7, and 3, on top of the rebound chances, 3, 3, 4, and 5. So again, the combination, the ceiling, and the matchups all perfect for him. His resume is perfect against these guys, and I'm not sure why he would go under right here. So Obi Toppin, over that 9.5 rebounds and assists right here. Points and rebounds. That is our second player in today's video. And then with the last and final player, we are going to be rocking with Dillon Brooks on the Rockets over his points and rebounds line at 13.5. I feel like this one's pretty low in my opinion. He had a really bad game last matchup in game 6. He didn't really play much though. He got in foul trouble and just sat majority of the second half, or whatever you guys want to call it. Did get in there at the end of the 4th. But again, this guy got in foul trouble, didn't really play much. They just want to conserve him. Only played 18 minutes. But if we look at all the other games against these guys, starting from game 1, 34, 25, 27, 36, 29. So again, this was at the rock bottom. We're definitely going to be seeing from this guy. But whenever he plays 25 plus minutes, we're definitely going to be seeing a great game out of this guy. He's been taking a lot of shot attempts in this series, 12, 8, 7, 13. Obviously, this one he only took 5 and made 1. But outside of that, I feel like it could only go from there. Golden State Warriors defensively against opposing small forwards, they get around 20 and 7.5 a game, which is pretty solid. And with the amount of volume these dudes have been seeing, his rebound chances have been through the roof. So throughout this whole series, 9, 5, 9, 9, 6, and 2. And if we look at all the games at home, this dude at home against these guys in the series alone, he's been taking a lot of shot attempts. This little insight down here, Dillon Brooks has exceeded 13.5 points and rebounds in 11 of his last 13 games at home, averaging 20 points and rebounds. So again, if we look at these last last 13 games, he's definitely been doing his thing on 3 out of 3 at home so far in the series against the Golden State Warriors. 14, 19, and 25, his best game so far throughout the whole series. He had 25 points right here, so I believe this one should be a good one. Golden State Warriors and their last multiple games outside of this series, even during the series alone, all these guys are on the Houston Rockets. We see a lot of green overs from these guys, so I believe this one should be a good one. They've definitely been vulnerable to that small forward position, which he does play, and his resume is pretty solid. His last, 6 games, he's gone 6 out of 7, and the one game was the most recent one, but I'm expecting a bounce back game in a winner go home situation. Definitely not going to be found as much, and going to be trying to win. He has the home court advantage, which he's been thriving in recently, and it should be a good matchup in general, which you've been seeing so far throughout the series. So this is our last and final player in today's video. Again, Jerome is our player of the day, 11.5 first half fantasy score. Second player, Obi Toppin, 9.5 points and rebounds. And the last player, Dillon Brooks, over that 13.5 points and rebounds. So these are my 3 players I'm rocking with for the Sunday, May 4th NBA slate. Should be a good one. I believe all these guys should have a good chance of hitting the over from the information and reasoning I gave you guys on the breakdowns. And you guys can mix and match these however you guys want to, or tell straight up, I'm going to be rocking this 3-man personally. Should be a nice little good one. So I have a lot of confidence in one. And again, the ceiling on this one should be high and hitting. So with that being said, that's all I got for you guys in today's video. Feels good to be back giving you guys content, and we're going to be uploading a lot more consistently. So sorry about that little break, just had to lock in on the finals in school first, but we're back right here. So hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Again, thanks for watching. Please drop a like and subscribe, and let's see you today.